Hey guys, Charl from GuitarSkills.com and welcome back to another lesson where we're going to check out a cool rock riff making use of open power chords and palm muting. Let's check out the riff and afterwards we'll break it right down. Alright, so that's a pretty cool sounding riff, and all I'm using there is mostly open power chords, and one of the chords had a bit of a twist in there. So my first chord is just an E5, open E, 2 on A, 2 on a D. Then I went to a G5 like this. I'm muting the A string, very important. I'm playing an open D, open G, 3rd fret on the B, 3rd fret on the E. But my first finger, I placed that on the 2nd fret of the G string to give me an A note. And that gives me like a G5 add 9. Very cool chord. So I've got E5, G5 add 9, and then basically a D over A. It's like a D chord, D power chord, but I'm playing the A bass note over that, which is why it's a D5 over A. It's a D chord over an A bass note. And then I just went to an A5 power chord. And then to end it off, open 3 to open on the E string. So just for a little bit of fun. Alright, so the whole thing nice and slow. So the second time it's just E, G5 add 9, D. Alright, so I'll do it for you up to tempo again, and you'll see I'm adding in some kind of palm muting pedal tones. I'll talk about that in a second, but let's check out the basic riff so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's all there is to it, these 4 chords. You can put any rhythm you want to that, or you can use the one that I've used in this lesson so far. So as you can see, E, play E5, and then Jaka G. Now that is a palm muted note. So I take, like you would do a karate chop, right? I'm taking that part of my palm, I'm just placing it lightly on the strings like that to give me that tight sound. So now I've got. So I'm just adding in those jaka in between the chords. Nice palm muted sound. And you can do whatever you want with it. You can play different rhythms, you can play it slow, you can play it fast, whatever you want to do. There's so many famous rock riffs that have been written making use of these type of open power chords. So what you can do is use that riff, jam it along with some mates. What you can use is the E minor pentatonic scale. In fact, it was the E blues scale, and you can just use that to solo over that progression. So that should keep you busy with lots of entertainment coming from just those 4 chords. So dial up a nice, tight, overdriven sound and pay close attention to your technique though, specifically as it relates to string muting, right? So when I play the E5, I'm only hearing the strings 6, 5, and 4. So the G, if I hit it by mistake, that's muted. And so is my E and my B strings muted. When I go to the G, add 9, so it's G5, add 9. Both my E string and my A string, they're muted as well. So I can actually play those notes. They're just not going to sound out, which is kind of cool, right? And when I go to A, I've got the E string muted again. And when I go to D, also go have the E string muted. So that's very important in rock music, is to be able to have your string muting down. At the same time, you want to have your palm muting down as well, because that's what's going to give you that nice, tight, focused sound for palm muting. So those are two important types of muting that you definitely want to have down when you play rock music. All right, guys, this is just a little bit of a primer into some open power chords. If you enjoy this kind of thing, you want to see more of these rock lessons where we'll check out classic rock, hard rock, modern rock, all the different facets of rock, leave me a comment below this video, then I'll know you guys are interested in that. And if you enjoyed this particular riff, you'd like to get the tabs of this riff along with some rock drum grooves that you can jam along with, just check in the description box. There'll be a link that you can click and I'll be able to send you over the tab along with all those drum grooves, so you can have a ton of fun with that in your practice sessions. Right, guys, hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you back for some more lessons in another video.